Hi, my name's David and this is Revelation, my small 27-foot wooden home. We left England and its cold grey seas to circumnavigate the world single-handed, an experience sailing that was exhilarating, fast, slow, rolly, with dolphins, with others, with sailing and mesmerising sunsets. To find anchorages that were sunny, picturesque, quiet, blustery, and simply sensational. So join me in Revelation as we attempt to sail around the world. Yeah, we're still wearing masks here. You know, the times of COVID. Just been down to the beach where they're doing this. I'm not sure what it is really. It's a mixture of Spanish dancing and aerobics on the beach, I guess. Pretty cool. But no, we're still stuck here. Looking like we all have to leave on the 1st of April because we've all run out of our 3 months since the 1st of January. All the Brits on the boats here at the end of March, we've stayed our 3 months, so we're all having to leave. So great debates on the dock every night about where people are going to. Seems it's those that don't want to risk getting stopped, it's straight to Tunisia and then to Turkey for 3 months. We shall see. So whilst I have time on my hands, probably good time to show you how I live on my 27-foot little wooden yacht. First thing I did was take the 2 foam mattresses off either side and put them into one big double bed in the middle. You spend 8 hours plus in the bed each day, so I thought let's have a really big comfortable bed. Forward of that is a little seating area either side. You've got shelves either side. Keep all your charts and your books in. Got the compression post here. Your essential box sets. More shelves on the other side, places to hang your hats up, and for the moment I've built this clothes hanger rather than just cramming them into drawers and stuff, so it seems to work well. I mean, this is the construction of the boat. You've got an inch teak on the outside with oak stringers and then another half-inch teak runners on the inside, so she's just bulletproof. The painting on the freeboard hasn't cracked at all, so pretty stiff boat. Always take my guitar with me wherever I go. Have these little vinyl windows that you can put up with a bit of privacy. They just hang up and pull down. So that's the forward part of the boat. A couple of little clocks there and a barometer. And that's a little backrest I click on when I want to have a doze out of the sun or the wind or the rain even. But thermometer shows me the temperature. It's very hard to work out whether you're just really hot or in fact it's 92 degrees inside of the boat. And in fact, first week of September in the Balearics it was like 90 plus inside the boat. So here's the sink area. Nice big windows to look out of whether you're sitting inside the boat or cooking something. This little glass cutting board slides back to reveal the sink. That's a work area. Below the sink, well, the usual gubbins. I've got a 20-litre water bottle there, which is filled by the 10-litre waters I have scattered all around the boat. 300 litres in all. Good ballast. So I just fill that. I don't really want to get a huge rubber water tank in. I mean, I just can drink from the tap. Water tank stays really clean, so maybe in the future, but now this just works fine. Simple little tap. Just an effort to keep everything as simple as possible on the boat. And then I just pop this little blue bowl in when I am washing my face, things like that. Most of the dishes I just basically do outside. So opposite the sink, got this another chopping board area, little 2-burner cooker at the back, kettle when I'm in marinas, and a little gas kettle for when I'm sailing. And so when I cook, this cooker just pulls forward, and there you go. A bit old. I could do with a nice shiny stainless steel one, but they're about 180 euros here, so I never understand why it's so expensive. But maybe treat myself to a new one. Though from April onwards, you just don't use it. It's just too hot. Top shelf, all the normal cutlery. Middle shelf, loads of tinned fish. Always with the tinned fish. So that, you know, emergency food, more food in the bottom there. And the good thing about the double bed is underneath it you've got access. I've got 2 pretty huge containers here full of, you know, the bigger items, and water in the front, so everything stays nice and neat. So I got these in the supermarket. 2 big bag of frozen fish. So I'll make some sort of fish stew with that tonight, but using proper fish. So there's that. That goes in there. And a load of green beans. So that will go in too. And no, I'm not going to bore you with how I cooked a load of fish, but I tell you what, I cooked 7 fish that night. It kept me going for about a week. If you give me 2 loaves of bread, I could have fed 5,000. But what I did find, because I love good coffee, is this little widget here. And look at this, I bought for the first time in about 6 months proper ground coffee. I couldn't wait to pull this. Oh wow, the smell of freshly ground coffee. So you put a bit of water in this bottom bit, you put this like little filter in. A guy in the Torrevieja in Spain told me go to buy Morcilla from the Mercado, a couple of teaspoons, press it down flat. He had a barista machine in his house, and you're gonna get as close as you can to proper coffee. So I bought this gizmo off him. I bought the coffee, loaded it up, and whilst filming with one hand, turn the top and look what you get. Oh my god, it was just incredible, the smell alone. Okay, so this is my large ice box with 2 inner plastic containers, so you can keep everything wiped down and clean and neat, just in case you get any spillages or you forget you've left tomatoes in there for a week and you have to give it a good clean, so that helps. Got these little solar lights which are pretty cool. I mean, they're just solar lights, you just turn them on and off, and you got light all the time without using any battery power or smaller batteries, so they work pretty well. And just dotted around the boat. This is my power source. I've got a 70 and a 50 watts, so 120 watts of solar power, which seems to power everything basically. Both my phones, both my computers, my shaver, I mean all the other bits I've got on board all come through this regulator, and so that keeps them all topped up very nicely. I've got 2 separate batteries. One is for the auto helm, one is for the computer and phone and all the other bits, because I ran out of power coming down, and the auto helm stopped, and it was just about the worst thing. So I'm always going to have that fully charged, and everything else just runs off that second battery. So I have all my tools and various other bits to repair wooden boats in 5 of these little handy dry Tupperware really. Good thing about them is you can pick them up with one hand rather than reaching into a heavier box and having your head and shoulders crammed in the quarter berth. You just lift them up and put them away. So this port quarter berth, because the boat actually sleeps 4 people in 4 separate beds originally, but I just you know, it's all nice and clean and dry, and I've got all my boxes of various bits and toolboxes, so that's what keeps the boat pretty tidy. I've got 2 full 6-foot quarter berths. So that's a little introduction to my 27-foot small wooden world as I continue with my circumnavigation. I hope you can follow me. After I posted this video, I reflected on what I had just said. So I hope you can follow me. And then I realized what idiotic arrogance it is for me to assume I'd even make it. There seems only to be a handful of solo circumnavigators in tiny boats posting on YouTube, as if we all possess a God-given right to sail at our leisure around the world, especially in tiny yachts. Then a friend of mine who works in Lloyd's of London reminded me of the millions of tons of shipping, all bigger than 27 feet, that had not even crossed an ocean safely. I did remind him that at the same time that Ernest Shackleton was sailing his 22-foot converted rowing boat the 800 miles from southern Antarctica to South Georgia in the world's wild southern ocean, that no modern day yachtsman in his or her right mind would even attempt in the same boat, given that a 600-ton freighter carrying coal and heading for South Georgia at the same time disappeared without trace, with loss of all hands, in the very same storm that Shackleton and all his crew survived, only drove home to me the fact that while saying, "Hey, I'm going to sail around the world," is a little different to saying, "Hey, I'm off to Tesco's to buy a pizza," but perhaps a small, well-found, tiny yacht might just stand a chance. So, of course, I will upload all the video I shoot if and when I reach my next destination, and of course I'd be delighted if you took the time to follow my journey, however long it lasts, as nobody wants their next post to be their last post.